Good evening, my name's Oliver Clark, and tonight I will be improvising on the cello. Music has the power to move people, and so I'd like to invite you to go on your own musical journey for the next 5 minutes or so, and I hope you take something away from this performance. Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Julia Dethelma Lay. I think I've had a desire to perform ever since I can remember, but it's really been lurking in the background for about 20 years, so I'm very grateful for this opportunity. And as for the character you're about to meet, they really snuck up on me. I think they're good at that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Hello. I'm Malice. I have other names too. Spite, ill will, malevolence. I like Malice best. It makes me think of apples. Malice, Latin for apple tree. And Alice, that Alice in Wonderland. They're both so wholesome and good. I'd love to hurt both of them. I would go hum to Alice. And the apple. I've met most of you before. You know that feeling where you want to strangle your loved one? Or you're just dying to punch someone on the nose? That's me. You remember? Yes? Good. Of course, those are the more obvious ways I show up. I can be subtle too. Complaining about someone, hoping someone feels bad about something. Sneaky, aren't I? Now, I expect you want to know something about my family. Living in a small community, everyone wants to know who my parents are. Yes, they live here too. So, there's my mother, Anger. Her parents, Pain and Shame. Then there's my father, Desire. And his mother, my grandmother, Pleasure. I haven't seen her around much lately. Have you? That's a shame. Oh, and then my stepfather, Suppression. I think you all know him. Anyway, it's wonderful to be here tonight. I do love the Findhorn Eco Village. I hated it at first, you know, all this love and kindness. I didn't seem to belong anywhere. I was constantly being rejected and ignored. I really hate being ignored. You see, what you humans don't seem to understand is that I just want to be acknowledged. Hello, Malice. I see you, Malice. And then I may linger a little. But pretty soon I'll go on my way. But if you ignore me or reject me, then I have to stand up for myself, push back. And it seems it's a little like going to the gym for me. You've heard of resistance training, where the muscle has something to push against and it gets stronger. That's what happened to me. And then you humans do sometimes go to the other extreme, inviting me in for high tea of thinking, brooding, fantasizing, self-justifying. Then I really hang around. So what I discovered was that with this combination of resistance training and feeding me up on these thoughts, was that I got stronger and stronger and stronger until here I am on stage in front of you all. Oh. So I'm really very grateful to the Findhorn Eco Village. I'm so grateful, in fact, that I'm going to sing you a song. Music. I'm Malice, I'm Malice. I know my name rhymes with Alice. I'd like to hurt you and hurt you. You may find me quite distasteful, but if you squash me, I'll grow stronger. I am Malice. Oh, yes, I am. Or you may find me quite appealing and deny your truer feelings. And that also makes me grow. But if you feel me in your body and welcome me with curiosity, chances are I'll leave quite fast. So come on, feel me, embody me, dance with me, come on and dance with me. I'm just energy. Let me move. Thank you, Findhorn. We must do this again sometime. Ta.
Hi, I'm Robyn Lean. I'm 17 years old and today I'll be singing a song called Ode to the Muse. It was written by local composer Lila Senior. I'll also be singing with my mentor Heather Hack, she'll be on harmonies. The inspiration for the song is the beautiful sights and sounds of the Murray countryside.
And I hear you in the water of the river that flows always to the ocean. Nobody knows, oh ah, nobody knows. She's whispered softly in the frosty air. She waves her colours in the autumn breeze. She's close-eyed listening as she loves to do. She's the crystals quivering in the winter's blue, in the evening light of summer and the gleaming dawnlight glow. Such a delicate life of wonder, in the swirl of the stream, in the pearl of the wave, in the silvery sound of rain, in the silence of the star. Oh, 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 to the earth, and I hear you in the flicker of the flame as it glows. Nobody knows, oh, I hear you in the forest and the wind when it blows softly through the branches, and I hear you in the water of the river that flows. Nobody knows, oh, nobody knows, oh ah, nobody knows.
Hi, my name's Moira Bergman. I'm going to share 3 short poems with you this evening that I wrote recently on a poetry writing retreat that was sponsored by Adriana's Arts Fund. What I'd ask is that we allow a moment of silence between each poem and that you keep the clapping to the end. Thank you. echoes of Ereid. I breathe in the salt-encrusted air, that sharp sea scent mingling with the sweet earthiness of grass and cowpats. The lone bleating of a lost sheep echoes over heathered hills. The lighthouse keepers' cottages cut out of granite cliffs. An etching left on the land of a life once lived. Transient. The doors open on the London Overground. People get off, people get on. A butterfly flies in. The train moves on. Passengers watch, eyes following as it flutters through the bustling silence. The train stops, people get off, people get on. It flutters to a window, a man sits down, the train moves on. It flutters behind him. He reaches out and brushes his neck. It keeps fluttering. He swipes his hand, his fingers close. He looks down, a slight frown, as he slowly opens his fist. The body of a white butterfly sits in the palm of his hand. Surprise, shock, a furtive glance, the slight tilt of his hand, and the butterfly's body falls to his feet. The train stops, the man gets off, someone gets on. They stop and stare at a dead butterfly, wings crumpled on the carriage floor. The doors close, the train moves on. Teaspoon affair. I hate a cup of tea without a teaspoon. To drink or not to drink, that is the question. Impatience can lead to a burnt tongue, but waiting too damn long for the tea to cool down means it might get forgotten, just to find it next day, waiting, wasting. How nice it would be to stir my tea while we talk, to cool it down as my hands warm up. To swirl and blow and gently scoop a little with my spoon. To take those first tentative sips, those warm, sweet drops hitting my lips, my tongue, the back of my throat. I snap out of my reverie to find you walking in on me, going through your drawers. Are you looking for something, you ask? Yes, a teaspoon. Do you want to take your tea bag out? No. Do you want to put something in your tea? Yes. Milk, sugar? No, just a teaspoon. Your forehead folds into a familiar frown. Why do you look so confused? It's in the name. Can you please explain? Why is a teaspoon called a teaspoon if you're not meant to have it with your tea?
My name is Caroline, and today I'm presenting the first section of a two-part composition called Home to Me in Sound. And it's born out of a free improvisation with my looper, which is this piece of equipment, which allows me to record, mix and layer different sounds that I can create with my voice and my violin. And the piece I'm presenting really touches places of home and belonging and resonates with ancestral parts in me. careful because I have negative feedback when it's directly here. Some technical terms.
To
Right, okay, we've been asked to do a 30-second intro for the show we're doing. What? The wee waffle you did about Boris Johnson? Yeah, and whatever you two came up with.
That was for these. Right.
What?
Hey, why don't we do that intro you were on about?
Right, okay, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm just do business.
Okay, very funny. Properly this time, please. Right, ready?
Hello, that will make you like the remark.
Right. Okay, fine.
Hello,
I'm Casper Hawkins and...
How are you all doing? It's great to be here. It's really great to see you all. I've been really positive coming into this performance. You know, performing in front of an audience for the first time in 2 years. And a full one as well. Sort of. I'm also going to be positive coming out of this. So if you get a call from NHS Track and Trace, don't be surprised. That was a joke. I didn't mean that. But it just goes to show how crazy the last couple of years have been. So, in case you missed any of it, here's a quick recap of all the good, bad, and ridiculous moments of 2021 so far. 2021 started on sabbatical, meaning 2020 had to do overtime. Apart from a riot in the US, the election of Kim Jong-un, and rising COVID cases, 2020 did a pretty good job. Slowly, but surely, Boris progressed down his roadmap to freedom. England trailed closely behind him. If you looked in their rearview mirror, you could just about see Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland keeping just enough distance to dive off the road in case Boris stepped on a landmine. Anyway, Boris needed to find a way to make travel safe. So, like every other British citizen, he turned to the safest thing we know, the traffic light. I mean, what could be better than a system that combines coloured lights and queuing? I know, it's brilliant. In Boris's system, there are red countries, amber countries, and green countries. Boris wants to make Westminster a red light district, but that didn't go down very well. I wonder why. Anyway, in our recap of the year, we're getting into summer now. And Boris and his government were feeling great. Nothing else could possibly go wrong. In order to prevent boredom from setting in, the Health Secretary, Matt Hancock, decided to act like a hormonal teenager living a summer of no regrets. And who said being in charge of the country's health system couldn't be fun? Meanwhile, in Scotland, Nicola Sturgeon ordered the country to stock up on whiskey supplies in preparation for a difficult summer. She also closed the border with England for a bit. Not because of COVID or anything, no. She wanted to stop the English coming over to buy all our houses. I know a lot of this is me talking about politics. A few years ago, kids were brought up to not talk about politics in social settings because it's so easy to offend people. If only Boris had been the type of kid to listen to instructions. The same could probably be said about me, if we're being picky. So I thought it'd be nice to hear some other people's perspectives.
Hello, I'm Richard de Best, Junior Minister for the UK Government. I have been asked to do a research project on the Scottish citizens to show that the UK Government are really trying to make an effort. In order to do this, I was asked to move up here, to live how well you live, I suppose. Poor people. Don't worry, this is definitely not as punishment for wasting billions of pounds during COVID by giving my great-grandpapa, who makes shooting jackets, the contract for making the NHS PPE. I would never do that again. Anyway, I'm here in Scotland now with my roommate Donald. Charming fellow. Donald! Hi! What do you want? Ya wee English boy. That's his nickname for me. It means strong, handsome Englishman. He's really rather perceptive. Come say hello. Aye, it's always the same with your English. Want. Scotland, come join this union we're creating so we don't look so weak and flabby. Scotland, let's call Andy Murray British. Scotland, cook me deep fried haggis with whiskey chips. Okay, thank you, Donald. I've been finding out about Donald and how he lives in Scottish culture. Aye, it's always the same with your English. Lie. You've watched me have brekkie once. The rest of the time you've been sat in your room crying. Okay, well, admittedly, I have been adjusting. It's not easy, you know. What? Not eating crumpets with strawberry jam? Well, yes, I'm heartbroken. Thank you, Donald. You know, that was sarcasm, right? Although they don't have sarcasm in England, just like they don't have haggis or morals. Right. Okay, I know we don't have the best reputation, but our countries have got on in the past. Can we at least try? I'm sorry. Maybe you're not that bad. I mean, that's a very strong maybe, mind, but, you know, maybe we could do some Scottish activities for my research project. Okay, we can.
Well, there you have it. If those two can get on, anyone can. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.
Hi, my name is Sam, and tonight I want to perform a song that I wrote a long time ago actually, and recently I have been pulling in all of my creative skills to see if I can create something new, and I started working on a piece recently, a script and some music that I wrote to write a bit of a one-man show just as a passion project, and the opportunity to perform here tonight is really exciting because this is the first time anybody's ever heard this song publicly, so lucky you, I hope. And this song I wrote, and it can be interpreted in many different ways. It's taken a new meaning of its own actually, this song, in relation to some things that have happened in my personal life in the past year, and I'm sure you can all agree we've all been on somewhat of a journey on this past year throughout the pandemic, and I'm sure we've all had personal struggles as well. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this song. It can be interpreted how you want to see it, how you want to feel it, how you want to picture or visualize yourself or somebody else in this song. However you listen to it, however you view it, I hope you enjoy it. How does it feel? Like something's just been ripped away from you. No counting to 3, no warning to take a deep breath. Just gone. We spend so much time waiting for that person to come. They may already be there for a time, but you didn't see it. Or at least for a little while, and then all of a sudden you realize that they were the missing piece. We can feel it, but it's not going to be the same. So we just continue. Know it was there, and now it's all gone. Someone once told me that when you love someone so much, you give them a part of your soul. And when they go, they need it back. That's why it hurts so much. But much like everything else, we continue. That's all we can do. So with each step, each reminder, a funny story, we continue.
It's nice to be here. Chin up, don't cry. Feeling of emptiness with so much love in my heart. No new leaf, no fresh start. It's a chapter in life where we're both apart. You walk these steps, you live these streets, tripped that curb and found your feet, laughed out loud. Oh, you walk these steps, you live these streets, tripped that curb and found your feet, laughed out loud. All in a lifetime. Get off the tube at T5E, throw aboard a flight to San Francisco, where I hope you'll follow. My dream's not here, may not be there, but I'll have you anywhere in my heart. And you walk these steps, you live these streets, and found your feet. Oh, you walk these steps, you live these streets, tripped that curb and found your feet, laughed out loud. Yeah. Your absence leaves a void in my heart. It leads me nowhere 'cause we torn apart. I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move on. But where do I go apart from standing here alone? Ooh, we walk these steps, we live these streets, tripped that curb and found our feet, laughed out loud. All in a lifetime.
Good, weren't they? My name's Dave Till.
And I'm Shirley Barr.
And we've been organising this show-off for a little while. We had to wait till COVID was over to get an audience in. Well, it's not over, but to get a full audience. If you know anybody, we'll run this next year. If you know anybody, particularly young people, who would like the chance to come on stage and be backed up by a professional crew, then keep an eye on our website and we'll advertise the opportunity again next year. This is the first time we've ever done it. So if you may have noticed the price of the admission was quite low at £5. We did that deliberately. We wanted you in. If when on your way out you think that was worth more than a £5, that was pretty good, feel free and don't feel obliged to put more money in the little collection baskets that we're going to have at the door. But you decide yourself. We're not expecting anything.
I would like to say a few thank yous. There's far too many individual names to list them all, but I'd like to start with our 10 wonderful performers, 9 of whom you've seen already. 1 is still to come, which is just being set up behind us, as you can see. They've all worked really hard to put the show together, so please join me in another round of applause for our 10 performers. Thank you. And alongside our performers, we've had 6 mentors working with them, and I believe a few of you are in the audience, and one of them is up in the booth, who's been doing all of our visuals tonight. So if there's any mentors in the audience, if you want to stand up so you can have a round of applause, please do. Thank you. We'd like to say a thank you to Lila Senior, who's in the audience, for allowing Robyn and Heather to sing the beautiful song that she wrote, Ode to the Muse, earlier. So a round of applause to Lila, please. Also, of course, all of our fabulous technicians. We've got sound, we've got lights, we've got cameras, we've got live streamers. So thank you very much to all of you. And none of our shows here would be possible without our wonderful team of volunteers. I suddenly got very loud there. So we've got car parks and ushers that help this evening. So a round of applause for them, please. Thank you. And last but not least, a big thank you to you all for coming out tonight to support us with the show, and also to those of you that are watching online, because there would be no showing off without an audience to show off to. So thank you very much. Your support is much appreciated.
So we're not finished yet. We have one last act, and that is Duncan. He's waiting behind us. Duncan's a DJ, and so after his intro video, and after we've moved the piano away, you are welcome to come up and dance if you're so inspired. That's what he's there for. In addition, this could be a time for you to either sit and watch people dancing or to leave if you so choose. But have a look, before you leave, have a look at Duncan's opening video and his visuals that he's using with his music. The visuals do contain flashing images, so if that affects anybody, please beware. Okay, so big warm welcome for Duncan.
Hi, I'm Duncan. I'm a local DJ producer working under the alias Architect, and tonight I'm going to do a live performance on drum machines, synthesizers, and also I'm going to be doing a DJ set at the end. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
My sister played cello for a long time, and she still does actually, and she's also an opera singer. I have my own experience with playing classical piano as well. Recently I was in San Francisco supporting John Hopkins, and it was this beautiful old theater, and I was asked to play warm-up for 1 hour. I didn't really know what to do. I don't want to go out at 8 p.m. and try and make everyone dance to some happy house music. So I saw it as more as a challenge to maybe play some music that I've made personally that doesn't necessarily work in a traditional club context. So it became more like an exhibition, like a showcase. And yeah, it was very valuable, I think, because if you restrict yourself to only like clubs or festivals, you only have one objective, is to make people dance. But in those cases, I think you can make people think as well, or be a bit more analytical about DJing as an art. I think my main motivation when I'm making music is just because it's like therapy. It's something which has for 7 or 8 years now been something which I feel is a reliable source of solace, essentially. Like sometimes everyone goes through ups and downs with creative stuff, and so do I. My main inspiration is essentially building on that relationship. I mean, it makes me happy. Like it takes my mind off of things that happen around me sometimes. And right now, yes, people produce for various reasons. Right now in the industry, it sometimes feel as though if you're a producer, your end goal should be to be a DJ. And I personally never had that goal, essentially. I never worked towards that. It was pretty coincidental, actually. In a traditional club context.
Well, came from between your lips, meaning your voice. So now I'm standing here ready to trade in all the sexual acts that we perform for the chance to reform the very foundation and basis of our relationship. And I reiterate my opening statement and I offer you another penny for your thoughts. For your thoughts. I want to get deeply embedded in the fine fibers of your bed sheets. I'm trying to find and define the fibers with which your mind speaks. I'd rather be naked and exposed, holding you as we're lying and you're crying while confiding and describing the tough times you have in life and how you don't know if you can keep a relationship long enough to be somebody's wife. I want to feel the heartbeat of all your inner rhythms as they lead me towards your warm, wet waterfalls of feminine thoughts, and I'll swim within them from backstrokes to brushstrokes. I'm penetrating every entry to your mind, taking my time to find out everything about you. Did I ever tell you about how you fell asleep in my presence and your mere essence kept me up for hours as I cowered with this feeling of a sexually unadulterated mental connection? And as you lay by my side, I pushed my blinds aside and took the time in the moonlight of that night to count 72 eyelashes on the upper eyelid of your right eye. Probably move too quickly into some sexual stuff. I've always cared more about the explicitly illicitness that came from between your lips, meaning your voice. So now I'm standing here ready to trade in all the sexual acts that we perform.
some people that can bring you down.